By the way, if I was ever a spy and you wanted to torture me to get information out of me, just put cat hair all over my face. I will sing like a birdie. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Yeah, I know. I'm dying. Hence the reason I did not do my hair. I got my makeup on and then I went to do my hair and I'm like, there's not a chance. There's not a snowball's worth of chance. Oh, snowball. That would be so good right now. Well, I haven't done a month in review. I didn't do one last month and this month is almost over. And I have to do one because I have a lot of products. I'm leaving so many products out and that's so disappointing. But I don't want to make the video an hour and a half long. So we're going to just touch on some things that I've been trying and loving and maybe not loving so much this month. The dabbing of the sweat will commence throughout the video. Fair warning. Okay, so let's get to start talking about some products that I bought. I've been hauling a few things quite a bit lately because I'm just in that mood. And this is an odd one to talk about, but I had to talk about them because I really like them. This is the Pacifica Underarm Deodorant Wipes. Do you know how you might get sweaty throughout the day? Yeah, me. Well, these are really, really good for just kind of, I don't know how else to say it, cleaning up what's going on underneath there, and they just make me feel nice and refreshed throughout the day. They smell really, really, really good. Yes, they do. And they just work, and then I'll just slap on some more deodorant because I keep it everywhere because I need it. And they were $3.99 at TJ Maxx, and I'm so glad that I picked them up because they have come in so super handy. I want to get them and just like keep them in my car, in my drawer at work, here just, you know, when I'm sweating throughout the day at home. I really like them. Let me know if you guys have tried these before. I have quite a few palettes that I want to talk about, and we'll get through those first because those are the really fun ones and maybe just people just want to see them. I've been wearing this one quite a bit. This is the Tutti Frutti Razzle Dazzle Berry palette. I also have the pineapple palette, but I've already talked about how much I love that one already. This one was gifted to me by my amazing friend Cara, and it's so darn pretty. It smells so darn good. Oh, the shades are so soft and creamy, and this is one, it's one of those special shades. It doesn't have that same consistency as the pineapple one. It does, but they're beautiful. They are just stunningly beautiful, and just a finger swipe is all it takes on your lid to make these colors absolutely work. The mattes blend beautifully. I got this on, well, I didn't get this one. I had gotten the pineapple one on sale, and I was super happy with that. And if it goes on sale again and you guys are able to scoop it up, I would recommend it, because, especially if you like purples, obviously, purples and berry tones. But it's just such a cool palette, and it's cute, and it's tiny, and it smells good. Did I mention that it smells good? Yeah, so thank you, Cara. Another palette I picked up deeply discounted. It was half price. I got it about a little over a month ago, I think, and that was the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It was rather expensive. It was over $50 originally. Hold on, I have fur. I got fur going on somewhere. I can't find it. I was always curious about this palette, wanted the palette, and never picked it up because of the price tag. Here's the color story. It's absolutely beautiful. I haven't used every single color, but what I've used I really do like. The thing is, would I have paid full price for it? No, because honestly, I have all of these colors in other palettes, and the only ones that I'm really enjoying that I really don't have other colors are these two green, this like tealish green and this more foresty green. Those colors I really don't have, so I've been enjoying those when I do other green looks and I pull from other palettes. I reach for that. I definitely enjoy it, and I say it's worth definitely the money that I paid, which was $25, but again, I don't know if I would run out and have spent the over $50 that it was. But I do like it. It's a very solid, sturdy palette, so if one does travel, you could get a lot of looks with this if you just wanted to take one eyeshadow palette. So I'm very glad that I picked it up and that I have it, but I'm also very glad that I picked it up and got it on sale. This little guy surprised the heck out of me. I got this quite some time ago, and I hadn't picked it up and played with it in quite a while. It is the e.l.f. Total Face Palette. It has a very light bronzer. They do have these in other shades, by the way. I just wanted to mention that because this would not work for someone with a beautifully deeper skin tone than I. This is a light bronzer, and it's not very strong, so you know when you just want kind of that all over, just a little bit of bronzing, this color does it really, really well for me. And what shocked me was the highlighter. It's very, very subtle, but it looks super pretty on the face, as well as these blushes. It's not overly pigmented, so you don't have to struggle and work for it. If you just are doing light, natural color, this is like a $5 palette, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Here's another one that I got on sale. This one was 40% off, and plus I had a 20% off coupon when I did pick it up at Ulta. It is the Becca, Chloe, and Malika palette. I got the lighter one for my skin tone. It's a very cute palette. I love the raised hands. It's a very nice palette. I really enjoy the bronzer. It's very pretty. It goes on beautifully. It is a warmer tone, so I don't contour with it, but I do bronze all over. The highlight is pretty. It's a nice gold shade. It's not the most popping highlight I own, but it is really pretty. And the blushes are both gorgeous. I love the marbled shades, and I have a tendency to dip in between these two. Here's the thing. I absolutely love it, but again, it's a product that if I had paid full price for it, I probably wouldn't be so thrilled. Given the $22 that I paid for it, it's an absolutely $22 palette. But again, I'm glad that I don't run out and always buy the newest releases, because I find if I wait and I get them at a deeply discounted price, I tend to enjoy them more. So I mean, the aesthetic is beautiful, but to me, Becca is very highly priced for some of their products, but I'm so glad that I have that and I am enjoying it. This little guy, this is the City Limits palette that I got at a bundle, in a bundle through Ipsy. It's by IBY Beauty. They do have their own website, and you should check them out because they are reasonably priced and they have sales often. This little palette astounded me. Kind of looks like a lot like the Born to Run palette, if you ask me. Even this green, hold on, I have to swatch. Okay, no, well, no, it has, this green has a little bit more of grayer tones, but I get a very similar vibe. These shadows perform spectacularly. The mattes are creamy and smooth. As you can see, the shimmers are stunning. That's one of the mattes, and I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I picked up this palette. I've been having so much fun with it. The only shade that I don't like, only again because of the tones, I'm not a grapey I'm not a grapey toned purple kind of person. Wow, that's a mouthful. So the grapey shades don't always look the best on my skin tone. This one is a little bit deeper and more berry than grapey, so it does work, but that would be the only, and it's not even a complaint about the palette, it's just a preference for me and my skin tone. But other than that, that's the only color that I don't like, and this palette is most definitely worth every penny. By the way, if I was ever a spy and you wanted to torture me to get information out of me, just put cat hair all over my face. I will sing like a birdie. And the last palette that I want to talk about, I have other palettes that I've recently gotten, as you know, but I haven't played with them enough to talk about it. But this LA Girl Hot Heat palette, oh my goodness. Again, you see a lot of similarities with all of the colors that I truly enjoy. This palette is big enough to get a lot of looks, but small enough not to be overwhelming. And this shade, I love this shade because it's like mushy and just so creamy. I mean, look at the pigmentation. It's a one-swipe deal on your lid, let me tell you. The mattes are creamy, they blend. I did a look with this palette. I will link that below if you want to see what turned out, but you can get some gorgeous looks. This is a $15 palette, so it's not super inexpensive, but you can always get deals, buy one get one 50% off. They have another one, and they also have cheek palettes. I didn't pick that up because I wasn't trying to be excessive or anything. That's funny, but I love this. Another TJ Maxx item that I have been loving. I picked it up for $12.99 recently. This is the Too Faced Peach Blur Powder. It's a finishing powder. I was afraid that it was going to be too dark on my skin tone, but it is not. It has a slight sheen, not a shimmer, just a sheen, and you really can't even see it when you put it on your skin. But it just finishes your look off so beautifully. It kind of blurs the pores, and it just makes for a beautiful finish. Of course, when you're not sweating. Lately, I've been trying to put on my makeup, and I've been sweating so much that nothing, as far as the complexion products, are really working too well. I'm so upset because it had the cutest little embossment, and I have used it so much that it has worn off. But I don't know whether this is a discontinued or it was a limited edition product, but I absolutely love this, especially for what I paid for it. Along those same lines, again for 40% off, recently I picked up the Do You setting spray. This is an setting powder. This has the best mister I think I've ever tried, aside from the Glow Recipe. I've spoken about it recently. Some people complained that this was too sparkly. I really don't see much sparkle. It is glistening and you do glow. I don't need any more glow, but I love the smell of it. That's the whole thing. It has an amazing scent. And I definitely glow, and this will be beautiful in the wintertime as well, but I don't see that it's excessive in any way, so I'm not sure. Again, it's pricey, so getting it for the 40% off is something that I'm super glad that I did. I know these are in no order, guys. I'm sorry. I try, but no, I guess I don't try hard enough. But this is something that we got in one of our boxes, and it is from Vita Liberata. I have used their tanning products before. That's what they are, and I've enjoyed them. They're very, very pricey. But I never tried their phenomenal organic tan infused cloths. I used one. Was there 2 or 3 in here? There was 2. I used one, and let me tell you, I absolutely love it. The one towel was enough for me personally, because I can't get my back and stuff like that, but I did do my legs and my arms and my décolleté, and I loved it because it didn't turn me orange. It just gave me, it was a very light glow, but it looked absolutely beautiful. It was very quick and easy because it's a towel. I didn't get it all in between my fingers and then have to scrub everything off. I want to purchase more of these because of the quick and easy application, and then, you know, they are biodegradable towels, by the way. You just toss it. It was quick and easy, and within 8 hours or so, I developed just a nice non-Casper the Ghost, per my usual, glow. So I really like them. I have a few more faves, and then I have some products that I love, and there's a but, and there's a couple of products that I don't like. Let's talk some lipsticks for a moment. All on sale, I had picked up 3 of the Becca Love lipsticks. One we had gotten in one of our boxes, and I fell in love with the formula so much that I had to go out and get 2 more. By the way, these shadows do not come off. So the one that I got in my box, where is it? It is called Bear. It is essentially my perfect nude color for me. I absolutely adore it. I wear it all the time. I'm wearing it down, as you can see. Oh, I have a fur on here. Was Jacqueline here? Too bad it was my own cat fur. So after I fell in love with that one, the formula, of course it's a bullet lipstick. It's not going to have the staying power of a liquid lipstick, but that's not what I look for when I find a bullet lipstick that I love. It's comfortable, it's beautiful. So then I picked up the 2 Becca, Chloe, and Malika shades. This is Yours Truly. Again, another beautiful nude, for me, shade. Absolutely gorgeous. I love their packaging with the magnetic closure. Just an added touch that makes them beautiful. This one is Cupid's Kiss. Yep, another nude. Very similar, but slightly deeper toned. And I happened to be in CVS, and I was looking at some new makeup, of course, and I saw that Soap and Glory had some nude lipsticks. This is from the Sexy Mother Pucker line. It doesn't feel plumping, and I thought that this might be a dupe for some of those Becca lipsticks. And as you can see, is an extremely similar tone. I will tell you that these are not, this doesn't have the luxe packaging. Of course, it is much cheaper than those. It's a little bit more drying. It's not as comfortable and long-lasting comfortable than the Becca ones, but I do like it. I said my lips just get a little bit dry, but as far as an almost duplicate match to Cupid's Kiss, I mean, it's amazing. So if you're looking for a dupe and one that's almost not quite as good as the Becca lipsticks, try the Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Bullet. I hate saying that, bullet lipsticks. Let's talk about some more lipsticks. I have 3 NARS lipsticks, all of which I have received in boxes or in free gifts. One of them is the name that I refuse to absolutely say. It's his famous collection that to me is just the most inappropriate name, and I'm not going to say it on my channel. I think you all know what I mean. These lipsticks, to be honest, don't thrill me. I don't get what the absolute hype is. Maybe it just happens to be this particular type that he has. They're all so sheer. I mean, if you want a sheer wash of color, they're really nice, but to me, the one with the name that I don't really like is ridiculously patchy when it goes on my lips. They're very slippy slidey. This is the one with the name I won't mention. You can barely even see it, to be honest. I don't know. These are the other 2. What are the other 2 colors that I have? I have Dolce Vita and Rose Cliff. They're so sheer that I find myself wanting to put on something else when I'm wearing them. They're comfortable, I said, but I don't know. I really thought that I would be a huge fan and absolutely love them, and I just don't. I like this one from the drugstore better, and those are super pricey. Again, maybe it's a different formula, maybe it's just that particular formula that is in the ones that I received, but I don't know, they're just, I wear them and I'm using them, they're just not my favorite. Blushes that I am absolutely enjoying are the ones from Anastasia. This is the Blush Trio in Pink Passion. I picked this up for $9 at TJ Maxx. This one is slightly too pinky for me, but I find when I mix it with the other 3, I just kind of swirl my brush in there. It gives me a really pretty pink, just nice flush to my cheeks. I love the formula. I'm glad that I didn't pay the full price for them because I know that they're over $20 or maybe they're $18. I'm not exactly sure, but I am so happy that I found this in TJ Maxx and I really enjoy using it. Another TJ Maxx find that I have is the Neo highlighter from Kevin Kwan. It is in Sahara. I know there was one that said it was a setting powder, but that's not this one. This one is definitely supposed to be the highlighter. It's very powdery. I want to mention that. It is pretty, but it is subtle. If you do not like a blingy highlighter, you would enjoy this, and I paid $17.99 for it. I still think that's kind of a lot, but you're getting a huge amount of product. How many grams are even in here? You're getting 21 grams of product. That is a lot of product. So if you want to just have that subtle glow to it, I think it's definitely worth it. I will put this on because it does like kind of meld into your skin. It's a lovely powder, but I like to put something more ridiculously out there on my face as well. And honestly, this heat is getting to me because I'm getting actually dizzy. Wow, that's crazy. A NARS product that I absolutely love. It's so tiny, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get my brush into it, but it is such a beautiful bronzer. It's not too orange. It's not a good contour color for me, but it is a good bronzer. And this is in Laguna. If I could get this one in a larger one, I wish I could find it at TJ Maxx because that would be amazing. But this is such a pretty, pretty bronzer, and it just, I love the way it makes my skin look. I got this as a sample, I think in one of my boxes, obviously, and I love this. Two eyeshadows that you guys need to get your hands on because they're unbelievable, and they are from Essence, and they are the Melted Chrome eyeshadows. I only picked up 2 colors. I really want more. They were buy one get one 50% off when I picked them up. They have a kind of super shock shadow feeling. They will mush down in the pan. These are the most stunning colors on the lids. This one is in Platinum Nights. I mean, I can't even describe how amazingly gorgeous it is. And this one especially, this one's Zinc About You. The texture is what gets me. It has such a unique texture to it. Look at that shadow. I absolutely love these. I want more of them. As you can see from the palette, I have been dipping into them quite a lot. I'll pull from other palettes, and then I'll just swipe that on my lid as a finishing touch. Amazing. This is the best mixer I picked up. I'm absolutely in love with it. It is also from LA Girl. I think maybe it's about $6 or so. It is their Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment. They have 4 of them. They have a lightening, a darkening, a glowy one, and this is the neutralizing one. I mix this in with all of my foundations because it turns any foundation that is too yellow into the perfect neutral skin tone. It's big time blue. But once you mix it in with the foundation and mix it thoroughly, you're not going to see the blueness. It just makes everything that neutral, perfect tone for my skin. I've been loving this stuff. 4 other eyeshadows that I absolutely love and adore. Here's the issue. They are the ColourPop Jelly Much eyeshadows. I adore these. This is the green. It's green I'm a little cautious with because it can be a bit much. That one's called Into Focus. This one is my second favorite. This one's called Late Bloomer. Look at that in the pan. Stunning. And it's duochromy, which I just love. This one also not my favorite, but I like it. It looks white, but is multi-chromed. It has that peachy gold shift, but it definitely has that undertone of the white, so I have to go light-handed when I use it and do it very sheerly. And my favorite, which I've spoken about before, is from they had a collection, and I can't remember. It's one of my favorite ColourPop palettes. And this one's absolutely stunning. This one, now I'm going to get into, this one's a little bit drier at this point, and it has more of a sparkle instead of just a shimmer. There is some glitter in there. Here's the thing. I bought this one less than a month ago, and it is almost completely dried out. Now, that's my only caution. Now, I know the others are obviously going to dry out as well. I reached out to ColourPop to see how I can rehydrate these eyeshadows because I love them, but if they're only going to last a month, honestly, you'd have to use that every single day, and you still wouldn't go through them. So if they dry out in a month, even though they're only $6 or $8, are they really worth it? ColourPop ignored my request for information. They did not get back to me. So that bothered me as well. They're such a beautiful formula. But again, I would only suggest getting one color because it will dry out on you and then you're going to be wasting your money. I picked up this Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Coconut Curling Cream. This is amazing stuff. It makes my curls look non-frizzy, beautiful. Now here's the thing, it will weigh your hair down slightly. It's not going to be light and fluffy, but I need my hair to be weighed down so it will control it. It definitely controls my curls. I love it. I've been adjusting or trying to adjust the amount that I use and see if that makes a difference, but I absolutely, if you're a curly haired girl, I love this stuff. This is the Coola Makeup Setting Spray with the SPF of 30. I thought it was a brilliant idea. Here is the thing. It burns the crap out of your face. I hate to put it that way, but it absolutely does. There is a lot of denatured alcohol in it, and it you have to cover your eyes. Now, I don't want to have to cover my eyes when I'm using a setting spray, especially I want the SPF on. But this will burn your face, it burns your eyes. I've been spraying it on my body. And you can even, it has a very cooling effect, but that cooling effect is like, see, it even burns my hand. It does also feel slightly sticky when you spray it on. This was a great idea. Lose the denatured alcohol and whatever is burning the hell out of my eyes, and I think this could be a fabulous product. This Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Cleanser, this one just confuses the heck out of me. You can use it as a mask, as a cleanser, as I don't know what. Problem is, it's very stringy and sticky, which the texture bothers me alone. I tried to use it as a pre-cleanse, but it doesn't do what I want it to. I haven't used it as a mask yet, and when you try to use it as a regular cleanser, it kind of wants to foam, but it doesn't, and like it gets strings of stuff like everywhere. And so I'm not a big fan. I enjoy the smell of it, but it's just, yeah, it's not working for me. It's definitely not one of my favorite things from Glow Recipe. And this last one is an oil cleanser. We got this in a box. It's called the Makeup Assassin. I think we got this in our FabFitFun. It's pink. It's cute to look at. It's very, very liquidy, so be careful when you pour it out. You have to screw this off, and it winds up getting all slimy. I don't think it does a fabulous job as a pre-cleanse. I definitely don't use it on my eyes, and again, it's one of those things, it's a little too oily, and like that it still kind of leaves a little bit of an oil slick on your face, so I'm not super thrilled with how it performs. I'm using it up. As you can see, I didn't have that much left, but I'm not loving the way that it's performing. It's an oil, but too much of an oil. It doesn't really emulsify that much. It's just kind of like slapping real liquidy oil on your face. So it's not my favorite. I'm not in love with it. Well, my friends, that is it. That is my whole mess of products, my month in review for basically July and June. There are a lot more products that I've been loving and not loving, but I'm going to have to save those for another video because this video is already way, way too long. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on these products. These are just my thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts as well. And I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and joining me. You are all amazingly beautiful, wonderful people, and I hope whatever part of the world you're in on around, you have an amazing day and amazing week. And I'll see you very soon. I'm going to go cool myself off now. Thanks, guys. Bye.